Welcome back to my case study on progressive staking, where we're into week 24. And let's see how we've gone. This video is where we are trying to turn a negative outcome into a positive result by just changing how much we bet on the result. So just a reminder, the selections must have a negative expectation. There needs to be a high number of bets. And we stop when we either make a profit or loss of $1,000. And as you'll see, that can mean a loss that is a lot larger than $1,000, but generally the profits will be about $1,000. The whole point of this is to have lots of bets at generally close to a negative expectation of 2 to 3% and see if staking using essentially a Martingale system can turn a profit. The expectation is it will not. So here are the rules. You can pause it if you want to read it. I'm basically betting in the odds of $1.04 up to $1.40, and I start after I've lost at least 2 units, and then I pretty much triple the size almost going forward. So the testing so far, we again had another losing test. That's 2 losing tests in a row, which has brought our running total all the way back down to under $5,000. So we almost hit the 10k mark, which, as I said, was unexpected. We have now had 2 quick losing tests, which have accelerated the losses, but we're still showing a very healthy profit of almost $5,000. So let's look at test 14 metrics. So the total bets were up at 3,742 bets. This obviously resulted in a loss where the amount dropped to minus $2,151. So we got eliminated fairly quick this week. As you would know, when we get to a profit of 1,000, it's generally after about 8,000 bets. Now, the outstanding loss to recover on top of the large loss that we had was a negative $1,023, which means this week was pretty bad for the odds-on short favourites. And it seems we've had a couple of weeks or a couple of tests like that. So it could be variance finally showing us that this Martingale approach will not work. Now, my maximum bet size was up at 2,331, and once you start getting up to the bigger bet sizes, you essentially have to wait for games that can take that amount, which may be one of the reasons this also doesn't work, but we'll see. Let's continue on and check out the chart. Here is the chart, and you can see again, it actually made a bit over the first 2,000 bets, which goes against what we've seen in the winning runs. Generally, it's down a little bit in those first 2,000 to 3,000 bets. It then had a few losses, kicked in the Martingale, we started to climb back up, and we got more than halfway to that $1,000 profit, but you can see we took a few hits on the wrong sequence and bang, very quickly fell down to under negative $2,000. Now there's a few bets there that just closed it off, which didn't really go anywhere, but that's where we ended up. So what do I think of how this is all going? It's kind of still interesting that it's in profit. Another 2 losing tests and we're back to essentially a break even. So we'll just have to keep going. I've done this now for 24 weeks, another 2 weeks, so that would be at least another 2 tests. We should be at half a year of testing this, and at that point we'll see whether it continues to go up or down and decide whether we continue this on for another 6 months or maybe just leave it there and see what happens. It's not the easiest system to be running, even as a test at small stakes. When this thing gets up to the higher bets, it's no fun at all. But it's made a big profit So for what it's doing, and at the moment I've still got almost 5k that I can burn on testing this further. So let's see where it goes. Hopefully next week we get a profit. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully this is giving you a bit of insight to why you would not want to run a Martingale system even though it's in profit. But maybe you can handle the volatility a bit better than most punters. So I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week. I will give an update on the next test. See ya.